Welcome to the Seminole Detention Center Title I Annual Meeting for the 2022-2023 school year. We know that as parents and guardians, your time is very valuable to you, so we will respect your time by focusing on the key points of what you need to know as parents or guardians of students enrolled in a Title I school. We will be brief, to the point, and hopefully you will leave here having learned something new. This annual meeting serves as an overview of the Title I program, what the overall purpose of Title I is, how the funds are being used at the school, how as parents you can become involved in your children's education at Seminole Detention Center, and school curriculum and assessment information. Title I Part A is the largest federally funded education program in the United States. Title I Part A is a federal entitlement grant, meaning that the school district does not have to submit competitive grant applications to the Florida Department of Education. Possibly the most critical point to take away here is that the goal of Title I is to increase achievement for every student. The purpose of Title I Part A is to close the academic achievement gap between economically disadvantaged students and non-economically disadvantaged students. The percent of students qualifying for free or reduced price lunch, as well as direct certification, such as Medicaid, food stamps, etc., is what generates the funds, but all students can take advantage of the program. As of date selected to determine the Title I allocation, the Seminole Detention Center had 12 of the 17 students, or 70.59% of the enrolled students, qualifying for free or reduced price lunch. This is an increase from a total of $3,694.40 in the 2021-22 school year. The increase happened because the number of students qualifying for free or reduced price lunch increased from 63.89% to 70.59% of the students enrolled at the Seminole Detention Center at the time the Title I grant was written. School leadership at each Title I school work through a needs assessment when deciding how to budget the funds. At Seminole Detention Center, Mrs. Garnes and Mrs. Pitters determined that due to students often working in computer-based programs, such as Play-Doh, that additional or new student-use computers would benefit the students greatly. Also, as headphones often seem to wear quite quickly, a decision was made to order some heavy-duty headphones which are designed for K-12 school use. Due to the nature of the Seminole Detention Center being an alternative placement school and different rules for visitation, a plan is in the works to move the $700 in refreshments for parents and family engagement events into materials and supplies which can be used at such events, or more likely sent home when the students transition out of the Seminole Detention Center. Part of this transition plan will include strategies parents and guardians can work on at home with their children to better be able to help them with their schoolwork. A large component of Title I Part A is parent and family engagement, and each Title I school is required to develop a parent and family engagement plan. The PFEP is developed toward the end of the school year, usually in March or April, for the upcoming school year. In this plan, the parent and family engagement events for the upcoming school year are to be determined based on school need and input from stakeholders. Also, a specific plan for the funds allocated for parent and family engagement activities should be determined when writing the parent and family engagement plan. As a parent of a student at a Title I school, you have the right to be involved in your child's education. Don't be afraid to ask about the professional qualities of teachers or paraprofessionals working with your children. If teachers at Title I schools are not state certified in the grade level or subject areas they are teaching, you have a right to know that. Paraprofessionals are expected to be highly qualified, meaning they are to have a high school diploma or equivalent Florida special diploma, plus one of the following criteria: at least 2 years of higher education, have an associate's degree, or have passed the parapro test. Due to the nature of what is typically a 21-day assignment to Seminole Detention Center, the learning path is a bit different than at a traditional school. Regardless, the Seminole County Public School teachers who work at the Seminole Detention Center are Florida State certified teachers in the subjects and grade levels that they teach. The best efforts are made to keep students on track with their coursework, or through the use of such resources as Plato or Seminole County Virtual School. Provide the tools to students to work on credit recovery or otherwise close their learning gaps. If students are enrolled at Seminole Detention Center during assessment periods, they will complete those assessments at Seminole Detention Center, not their zone school. For students at the Seminole Detention Center, this really is on a case-by-case basis due to the short placement, typically 21 days, and high student turnover rates. The Florida Department of Education publishes this statewide assessment schedule, which public school districts must follow. The assessments here are those which are considered summative, or end-of-year exams. For instance, all students in grades 3 through 10 will take the FAST in English Language Arts, or ELA. All students in grades 3 through 8 will take the end-of-year math assessment, and students in grades 5 through 8 will take the statewide science assessment, and so on. New for the 2022-23 school year is FAST, or Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. Students in kindergarten through grade 10 will take different formats and subjects of the FAST. FAST will be administered 3 times per school year as baseline, mid-year, and end-of-year assessments. If your child is enrolled at the Seminole Detention Center during any of the FAST windows, they will take the test at that site. The Florida Standards Alternate Assessment is designed for students with individualized education plans whose participation in the general statewide assessment program is not appropriate, even with accommodations. The FSAA is based on the Florida Standards Access Points for English Language Arts and Mathematics and on the Next Generation Sunshine State Standards Access Points for Science and Social Studies. Access points are academic expectations written specifically for students with significant cognitive disabilities. As other statewide assessments are administered, and if students enrolled at the Seminole Detention Center need to complete any of these exams, school administration will determine the best course of action to take in those circumstances. At a Title I annual meeting at a traditional school, information would be shared about the school grade, school report card, and ESSA subgroup data. The Seminole Detention Center is an ungraded school, largely due to the fact that for the 2021-22 school year, not enough students at the school took state assessments to earn a school grade. As not enough students took the state assessments at the Seminole Detention Center, the minimum amount of students necessary to create subgroups did not occur. Parents are definitely encouraged to monitor their children's progress as to not be surprised when progress reports and report cards are available. Frequent communication between parents and teachers is vital to a successful parent, teacher, and student relationship. To stay informed about the goings-on at the Seminole Detention Center, make sure you have an active email address on file for Skyward Parent Access, as emails are most frequently sent through Skyward. Join and participate in the Alternative Programs School Advisory Council, which includes Seminole Detention Center, Eugene Gregory Memorial Youth Academy, and Journeys. The amazing school administrative team at Seminole Detention Center is available for conferences to address your needs and concerns or to talk through your child's progress at the school. And we thank you for being involved in your child's education and viewing this Title I annual meeting presentation. We do value your input and suggestions, so please be sure to return to the Google form to complete the one-question survey. Thank you very, very much.